What's up, folks? Hey, I'm going to do a top 10, top 13 book thing. I see everybody do their top 20s and top 10s. All right. A Swiftly Tilting Planet. Why would I put a fiction book right up front? Because it makes you think in different terms. I've had this book forever, probably since I was a teenager. It's all faded and yellow, but, you know, they're making movies of these and the series or something, I don't even know, but understanding sci-fi and thinking outside of your day-to-day routine and how things can just change, it's important. It gets you out of your comfort zone or makes you think differently. Pretty cool stuff. All right. Critically Thinking About Research. Pretty big book. I read this repeatedly, different parts of it, when I was working on my PhD. It's got a lot of great things in here about research and, if you're working on a PhD and want to be a critical thinker, great book. I highly recommend it. If you are brave enough to go down that road of, studying and researching on your own, there's lots of journal articles out there, and most of those journal articles are out of date. But you can still learn a lot, What on earth, it's crazy. Flashback. All right. Let's go with custom guitars because, we talked about thinking outside of your paradigm, critically thinking, and now observing beauty and excellence and how to be the best, the world's best at something. This book is just filled with people who are literally the best guitar builders, mostly building by hand. They're not using a lot of computer, CNC machinery. But sometimes you need to look at something to aspire to it as well. All right. Ruthless self-promotion in the music industry. This is ruthless, but in reality, this is kind of a pivotal book. One of my friends was the executive editor on it. But like advertising, internet, relationships, events, sales, it's got all the things you need to do to brand yourself. All right. See this right here? Most people can do extraordinary things if they have the confidence or take the risks. Yet most people don't. They treat life as it goes on forever. It doesn't go on forever. So, all right. Jazz. Look how old this book is. Oh boy. Got some chord melody in here from Frank. Got coffee stains all over it. But if you go down the road of understanding music, diatonic harmony, chromatic harmony, these are basic chord shapes here. But if you are willing to go down the road of understanding music and flavor and all that, it's crazy finger exercise from Frank. So many styles, right? But this is a whole world unto itself, just like guitar building is a whole world, just like a sci-fi novel is, just like promoting yourself and research takes you into all these different worlds. If you are disciplined enough to go down the road of jazz guitar, it'll shape your world for sure. You'll appreciate things you've never heard before, and your ears will be open in ways that I can't even tell you. But anyway, the wisdom of crowds is interesting. Crowdsourcing data to understand world trends, all that data is out there, and now AI can help us, number crunch. But this is phenomenal. I've used it to predict every single presidential election since I was working on my PhD in 2007, 2008. I have not been wrong since, and every major world event too. This will help you get there. Well, and in conjunction with let's just skip to this one. Advanced and multivariant statistical methods. So if you are brave enough also to undergo a lot of research and want to understand number crunching, this book got me through my intermediate doctoral level statistics class. I tested out of my basic stats class at the doctoral level because I had done, a lot of stats work on my master's degree. But anyway, very technical. Recommend it if you want to use numbers to see into the mysteries of the universe. You can do it. All right. The Tao of Jeet Kune Do by Bruce Lee. I've had this book since I was a teenager also. Bruce Lee was a huge influence on my life. No way is way, no limitation is limitation. That's what that says. The Way of the Intercepting Fist, Jeet Kune Do. There's a lot of martial practice in here, martial arts obviously, but it's more than just physical fighting, but philosophy. It's a huge deal, Got me out of my tiny little town. And I could just pick any of these and they're just huge, right? The moment has not yesterday or tomorrow. It is not the result of thought and therefore has not time. It's pretty wild. Anyway, quantum physics can come into play in the moment. Is there such thing as time? Good question. You can analyze it with your stats. Really recommend this book. Bruce Lee got his bachelor's degree up in Seattle. Degree in philosophy. Obviously, he was a movie star, broke down racial barriers, did amazing things, inspired me to be who I am today. But the Tao of Jeet Kune Do, Tao Te Ching. This is a great book as well. I've had it since I was a teenager, probably. Definitely. Yeah, this copy's all yellow, of course. But the nameless is the beginning of heaven and earth. The named is the mother of 10,000 things. So, Eastern thought does not conflict with necessarily Western religion either. So, don't be afraid to read books from other countries. So, this is a great line right here. It is the wholes which make it useful. Just like in music, it's the rests, right? So, if the notes are silver, the rests are gold. If you know who said that, leave a comment down below, please. But phenomenal book. All right. Media psychology. Understanding media and what it does, how it manipulates people, propaganda, that's only just the surface of what this book goes into. So the media, or the medium, is the message in some cases. So what you see in modern society with movies, news, etc. Great book. I'm sure there's more modern versions of that, but phenomenal. Management of organizational behavior. It's got the situational leadership model right there on the front. But great book. I even have rando tabs in here, but you see a lot of the underline and star thing. So, hygiene factors. This is not your personal hygiene, but the company that you work for, whatever, your company, the place in which you work, the uniform that you wear, things like that. So, wonderful, wonderful book. Tons in here. Leadership of all kinds of things. That's right, we have this little cutout thing here. Goal setting from the 1 Minute Manager. About, understanding power, the acquisition of power. There's so many lessons on how to deal with yourself and then deal with other people. If you're going to lead other people, you got to lead yourself first. And The Art of Learning by Josh Waitzkin. Phenomenal dude too. Understands Taoism pretty well. No kidding. does jiu-jitsu, did Tai Chi pushing hands, but he's, you know, a national chess champion. He was the one, you know, as a kid. The movie Searching for Bobby Fischer is about him. So investing in loss, for instance, is a big deal, you know, failing forward, but the debrief process would fall into that category. So if you want to really understand how to get better at something and how to be world class at something, this book hits on that process of being, you know, best in the world at something, or at least the best you can be. You know, that's all we can really ask for. So there's my top, I think, 13 books. You know, everybody's got their top whatever reading list, but this is mine. So, all right, talk to you guys later. Bye.